Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Tony Max. Y'all know I do it to the max. Coming back at y'all again with another fantastic episode of Truth to Life, where we discuss real issues that affect real people in real everyday life. So, in today's issue, we're going to be discussing Malika Andrews' hatred and disdain for black men. So, I hope you got your pen and your pad. You ready? Come on, let's dig in. Okay, you guys. I've been coasting along on YouTube, and every time I run across a video with this lady named Malika Andrews, the only things that I've been seeing about her have been horrible things. And anytime that you're willing to go to the extremes to be condescending towards your own ethnicity is totally a telling sign that there is a deeper underlying issue at hand. What do you mean, Tony Max? Okay, first let me tell you a story. All right, I know a guy that dated this girl, and they were in a relationship. Everything was fine, and he was actually a pretty good guy. And here's what was going on. She used to go out of her way claiming that he was cheating, always accusing him, on and on and on. And it was a never-ending story of the exact same drama. Here's my point. Eventually, I ended up running across her at a place, at a store somewhere, and she was actually with another guy, another man. So I just kind of gave her that look because that wasn't her dude, and I knew her dude. Me and him was cool. So she already knew what time it was. I was sure to let him know. Couldn't wait to call him and inform him of what was going on. So my point being this, you guys. While she was going out of her way, doing the absolute most, she was the one the whole time that was cheating. Well, gee, Tony, what does that have to do with Malika Andrews? I'm finna tell you. The very fact that she goes to the extreme, even against other females, being borderline racist and sometimes perhaps even racist toward her own ethnicity. Blows my mind. It blows me away. That she would do this toward both men and women from her own ethnicity is mind-boggling. Now, here's my ultimate point. When people, like they say, hurt people. At some point in her youth, at some point in her life, she was hurt by black folks. And it is my personal belief, my personal opinion, that she was more than likely raped by some brother, some black man somewhere at some point. I don't know if it was a family member, a family friend, some guy at school, someone in college, or something, because she's overcompensating in her daily interactions with other people, male and female, from her ethnicity. So I don't know if it was a problem with her father or some black man in her family at some point, to where she feels it is her absolute lifelong mission to disrespect, to discredit, to destroy, to emasculate any black man that she possibly can, or that she even encounters to any degree. Is a telltale sign, and any psychologist or therapist will tell you the same thing. I'm not a professional psychologist or therapist or sociologist or anything to that degree. All I'm saying is that I've devoured enough materials to be able to recognize the signs on the surface level of when people are actually displaying reactions that are side effects from a deeper lying issue. And she certainly has deeper lying issues. She's out of there. At first sight, you look at her, she's an attractive woman, you would think, but because her inside is so trash, her personality is so trash, she's gross. Just like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you see that attractive woman and she starts talking, or she lights up a death stick, or she got 1,000 tattoos all over, it's just gross. It's just gross. But hey, you know what? She's obviously married to some white guy and she's living her life and whatever. I bet they probably be having discussions about N-words back and forth. Yeah, honey, I hate those N-words too. Just it's it's crazy the level of delusion that people actually live on a daily basis. How much do you have to hate yourself? I mean, geez. Look, life is not perfect. Life is not fair. We deal with the cards that we're dealt and we make the most of it. That's just life for anyone and everyone, regardless of ethnicity. So just because someone black robs you or breaks in your home, that means that all black men are thieves or robbers? Just because someone white gyps you or schemes you out of your money, that means that all white people are scammers? Just because you see and know that over 90% of butt pirates in the US are white, does that mean that all white men are butt pirates? The behaviors of one individual do not represent the overall, the behaviors of the whole. Now, perhaps your perception as a result of your encounter with this one particular individual has been to some degree altered, repositioned. That's fine. To say that any one individual's behavior is an accurate representation of the totality of an ethnicity or a specific gender is a total overcorrection. It's inaccurate information and it's totally unnecessary. You have not done your due diligence in your thinking process in order to arrive at that extremely biased conclusion in the first place. So as I see her, as you see her, look at her facial expressions, look at her gestures. You can look in her eyes and see the pain. You can look in her eyes and tell. The eyes are the windows to the soul. You can see something happened in high school, middle school, college, somewhere at some point in her life. Maybe she didn't report it, don't know, but there is a deep-seated hatred that is bubbling right beneath the surface, and there is a reason. Because she lashes out against her own kind for no logical reason. You can do certain things for news, for viewer ratings, etc. But when you do things on a consistent basis, it's on a personal level, there's a problem with that. There's a deeper seated problem than what you're actually letting be known. And people that really know you, they know what happened because you've had to confide in someone about what happened at some point in time. And I'm just saying, you guys, y'all might want to think about that, you know, as you see her spew her vitriol toward black men and black women. See, there's a deeper seated issue that's going on, guys. If you really look beneath the surface, there's something else going on. Now, just like the professionals always say, hurt people hurt people. So she was hurt somewhere in the past, and I would be willing to bet anything and everything on that. That's a fact. So, Ms. Malika Andrews, girl, go get you some help. When you look in the mirror, I don't care what you think or how you feel or how you try to redefine it. Oh, I'm mulatto. Oh, I'm biracial. No, you're not. What you are is a black woman. African American, not African't. The only thing that you can't do is deal with your issues professionally as you should, but you won't allow yourself to do so, so you can't do that. The only thing you can't do is deal with other black men and women on a common respect level that allows for all involved parties to maintain and retain their dignity. But you, my dear, have egregiously disrespected yourself by way of going out of your way to disrespect those who look like you. Despite how you feel, despite what you may think, you are a black woman. Love it, hate it, or leave it. No one cares. The reality, see, we live in reality. And in reality, when you look in the mirror, You are a light-skinned sister. When other people look at you, they don't see biracial. Oh, she's biracial. No, they see a sister. You a black woman. Same thing come from two dark-skinned people. Light skin, curly hair, light skin, nappy hair, dark skin, curly hair, dark skin, nappy hair. It don't matter. You are black. So if you don't like yourself that much, if you hate yourself that much, then there are options you can explore. Other than that, you really need to get you some professional help, Shouty, because you got a lot going on, man. I can only imagine. Because on the outside, you are attractive. So I can only imagine the horror stories that you've probably been through as a result of just what you look like and so many animals and monsters that are out there. But that's not something that is supposed to be attributed to the totality of black men as a whole. Your isolated incidences do not translate into the entire community of brothers and sisters. So, with that being said, thank y'all for coming to the channel. Thanks for the love and the support. I really appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already subscribed. And the ways to support the channel are directly beneath the video where it says show more or read more. Till next we meet, baby. Peace and progress to you. Player salute. Holla at your boy.